Hi, I'm Dave Hilowitz. So a dear old friend of mine, Steve, asked me to make this video. He asked me to make a choir patch out of my own voice, kind of as a joke, but also maybe it'll sound cool. Specifically, he asked me to make it sound like a 60s style Mellotron. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a shot. As you can see, I've got Reaper up. So what I've done is I've set myself up with 8 tracks. All of them are getting their input from these mics, and I'm basically gonna record each note, then switch down to the next track, record the same note, switch down to the next track, and do that 8 times for every single note. Okay, let's get started. My plan is to stand pretty far back, as you can see. Okay, so I'm back, and I have indeed filled up the grid with beautiful takes. Behold. Yeah, what a massive waste of time. But yeah, here's what the takes sound like. It's pretty strange sounding. What I'm noticing in part is that my voice has this strange tendency to kind of go like it doesn't actually find the pitch immediately, so I may have to chop off the beginnings and just start where I actually was able to find the pitch. So yeah, I have a lot of editing work to do, but right now, because I'm kind of excited and I want to know what this actually is going to sound like, I'm just going to export all of these regions out and hope for the best. It's always an exciting moment when you're exporting your samples. Okay, time to spin up live. Okay. And we're going to open up Kontakt, new instrument. We're going to call it Dave Choir. And now we're going to open up the mapping editor, and I'm going to pull in my files. Right click here, go to Auto Map Setup. And we're going to ignore the F, which just means forte. I only did one velocity layer anyway, so it's kind of moot. And A is the group name, and we're going to set each of the notes to a single key. Okay, so we've got all of our samples imported. Now we just need to set the root keys. That sounds way better than I expected. That's really cool. Growing up, I used to play with those Casio SK1 keyboards, the ones that you can they have like a little microphone and you can record into them, but you can only record one note and it pitch bends your voice and it always sounds like kind of ridiculous. And I guess somehow I expected this to sound like that, even though obviously we have so much better technology now. I just, for some reason, didn't think that it was going to sound any better than that. I'm going to tinker with this some more and maybe clean it up a little bit and make some music. Okay, so I've been fooling around with this a lot. I made a skin, as you can see. I thought of putting a photo of myself, but it seemed a little egotistical. So yeah, I ended up taking a photo of my shirt and using that instead. Yeah, so there's a reverb control. Here, let me play what it sounds like. And there are obviously standard ADSR controls, and that's pretty much it. Watch. Gives it more of a choir pad kind of sound. I've been keeping it pretty low. I think I just like the way it sounds. It's like so synthetic sounding. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I tried to use the modwheel crossfade for some kind of musical purpose, like, but it came off sounding a little strange. Yeah, so this is what I came up with. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to upload this and there'll be a link in the description to the YouTube video as usual. If you enjoyed this video and you have not subscribed yet, I highly recommend subscribing because it's one of the ways that you can learn when I make a new video and release a new free sample. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Take care.